Good morning, everyone. Welcome, whatever time of the day you're joining us. I'm just delighted you could be here with us. So I just invite you to take a few moments to settle into your chair and settle into this moment. And if that means like wiggling around a little bit, maybe move your shoulders and your arms. Maybe go ahead and wake up parts of your body if this is morning for you. It's always a good time for you to wake up. So I invite you to get comfortable, feel your feet on the floor if you're sitting in a chair. Otherwise, I invite you, if you're on the floor, to sit with your back as straight as possible. Be comfortable. And I invite you to close or lower your eyes as we just go and center our thoughts inward this morning. So let's take a big breath in together. Let it out. And again. And go ahead and let it out with a sigh. And one more time. And let it out. And just notice where you've landed in your body. Take a moment and just let go of anything that's come before. Realize that anything that is to come is in the future. You can pick it back up in 10 minutes if you so choose. So just take a few moments, and as you're breathing, notice where in your body you may be holding tension. And I just invite you to breathe into that space with total love, total acceptance, knowing that you're a perfect divine child of God, recognizing that sometimes these physical bodies have aches and pains, and they're wonderfully made in that we often hold tension in places so we can function in the world, and just take a moment to give some love to those places. And if you're finding this difficult, then I invite you to just imagine someone that you love in front of you. And just send love to that person with every exhale. And see how easy it is to love that person. And then on the inhale, feel that love coming back to you from God, from Source. So every exhale, you're sending out love, and every inhale, you're breathing in love. Now notice if it's easier to send love to different parts of your body that are in need of it. And maybe it's just centering yourself in this moment and breathing love in and out of your heart, recognizing that love flows through you. And we're all the hands and the feet of God, showing and being love in the world. And I invite you to expand your awareness a bit and notice if there are any sounds where you're at, any smells. Maybe there's still that last taste of coffee or tea or something else you ate in your mouth. Just bring some attention to all of your senses so that you have some awareness with them. We're going to look and play with the word welcome this morning in our time together. What does that mean to be welcome? David talked on Sunday about radical hospitality. It's easy to be welcoming, often outward to people. But even then, we sometimes carry assumptions, judgments, things we really don't want anyone else to know that are floating around in our minds. I just want you to take a moment to be with that, not be kind and gentle and compassionate with yourself. How welcoming are you? How does it show up on the outside? Is it easier to be welcoming to people in your daily life, to be kind and compassionate? How easy is it for you to be welcoming with those that are different than you? With those that may look different? With those that may have a different accent when they speak? With those that might smell differently? How easy is it to be welcoming to them? I invite you to think of someone that maybe you're having a challenge with now, or you've had a challenge with. And recall that person, that incident. How welcoming were you in your mind? What at that time? What stories or assumptions or judgments did you carry? Did you find out later that maybe that assumption or story wasn't what you thought it was? Are there people in your life that when you are honest with yourself, you can say it is not safe for them to walk through the landscape of my mind? Because my thoughts have judgments, my thoughts have hatred, my thoughts really want to annihilate them. Breathe, remember to breathe. I know this may not feel very comfortable, and I invite you to notice where in your body this isn't feeling comfortable. I know there have been people in my life, and there are still people in my life that I have to love from a distance, and that is as welcoming as I can be. And there are people that it is not safe for them to walk through my mind, and that is my edge. That is my faith edge, my growth edge. How do I show up as love? How do I show up as unconditional love for myself and for them when I carry resentment, when I haven't forgiven them, when I'm so frustrated by the situation, when they remind me of someone who's hurt me, when I've heard so many assumptions about a particular race or people, Doesn't even have to be that personal, and it can be something that just floats through my mind unintentionally. That if I were to speak it out loud, would be hurtful. Remember that I was told once, if you want to find out how far you've come on your spiritual journey, spend some time with your family. How often is it safe for different members of your family? I mean, we say and do all the right things on the outside, but what's going on inside of us? Let's all take a big breath together and let it out. So as we explore these ideas of being welcoming, as we explore the idea of who is a part of our family, as well as who is our family in our immediate families, who are our family in a wider circle, our communities, the groups of misfits we're in, lots of things can come up. I invite you this week, today and this week, to spend some time on the inside, clearing out, doing whatever you do for forgiveness work, doing what works for you to let go of the assumptions, of the stories, of the judgments, to notice as quickly as when a thought, a judgmental thought, or a place that you all of a sudden notice your mind isn't welcoming to that person, that you would be able to connect to Source, to God, and just send them love. Send yourself some love, recognizing that we're all doing the best we can. Being human in this moment and still being connected to Spirit, still being connected to God, and allowing God's divine love to flow through us. It is not always easy to be human beings. So just keep breathing. And in this moment, send some love and compassion to yourself. Send forgiveness to yourself for all the times, all the ways that our minds have not, and our hearts have not been a welcoming place for someone else to be in. Recognizing that it is okay to love someone, to have someone at the distance where you can still love and adore them. And know and feel God's love surrounding you today, knowing and embracing that you are a child of God and totally welcome all parts of you. And when you're ready, come back to this present moment. I know this morning we went someplace that was difficult, and if you're anything like me, I've got tears starting in my eyes as I've got work to do on this too. So thank you for joining me this morning, and have a very blessed day and week. Thank you.